Today we talk about how you should prepare your cards for grading. Welcome to the Solemn Yugioh channel where we discuss everything collecting and investing in Yu-Gi-Oh! So this is probably the #1 question I haven't addressed yet. How do you go about making sure that your card is basically completely ready for PSA or BGS? Now for this example, we are using this Petite Moth signed by Ruxin because I figured this would be the ultimate guinea pig. So the first question you should ask yourself, basically step 1, is this card actually worth grading? If your card is only worth $5, is it worth spending $30 or maybe even $50 to get it graded? The answer is probably no, unless you actually just want that card to be graded. It is perfectly valid that you just love a particular card and you love the way a card looks when it is graded. Take this Casual Flex Darken Dragon for example. Look how beautiful this looks inside that slab. If that is just a look that you would like to have on your cheap card, that's fine. However, financially speaking, if your card raw is dirt cheap, it's probably not worth grading. The point of grading is still to show, hey, this card is usually hard to find mint, but look, here it is mint, and that adds that premium. The card should be, either expensive or rare or special in some way. Step 2 is assessing, is your card actually gradable? Again though, if you don't care about that, if your card is gonna get a 6 and that's a-okay for you, go right ahead and skip this step. But if you haven't assessed the quality of your card, maybe it's just far too damaged. Now, I won't be going into details for that in this particular video because we've covered that on the channel before. Be sure to watch every single video on this channel. But essentially you want to make sure that this card is mint or very close to mint so that you can get a very good grade, 9, a 10. But once again, if you don't care, if you just really want that beautiful slab and you don't care about the number, you do you. As you can see, in the case of this card, this is obviously a very, very expensive, valuable card. And it's also absolutely gradable. So this one has passed all the checks right here. So the primary things you want to be watching is, first of all, centering. Is your card well centered? How are these black bars symmetrically speaking? Next up, you want to check surface. Is there anything on the surface of the card that's off? A little dent, a little scratch, anything like that will affect the grade. Corners, are your corners intact? Aren't they whitened or damaged in any way? And then edges, is there any whitening on the sides of your cards? But once again, we have videos on this channel going way more in depth than this. So once you've confirmed, A, yes, this card is super valuable, as you can see, Unlimited Petite Moth, super valuable card, and it is mint, yes, a minty guy, then we can actually go right ahead and get it graded. Now, one extra step, let's say step 2.5, might be to clean your card. If there is any alien material on the card, there's some kind of dirt or grease that you can actually get off, then you might want to do that. Once again, we have gone over that on this channel before. Just scroll back and watch those videos. However, most cards shouldn't need that. So now, step 3. Penny sleeve. You want to be using one of these super soft, transparent sleeves. And the reason for that is that a lot of sleeves are actually very, very stiff and rugged and they might damage your card more easily. So as you can see, these are super soft. These won't damage your cards. In the link in the description, I do have a affiliate link. So if you still need to buy penny sleeves or other items that we will get to, you can buy it from the link and I will get like 1 to 3%. So yeah, if you want to make me 3 cents, you can use the link in the description for that. While I am a huge fan of Dragon Shield sleeves for actually playing card games, I do not like them for grading. They are far too rugged and stiff and they might just damage the corners or edges of your card when you're not being careful. So these penny sleeves are great for that. Next, step 3.5, because once again, this step is kind of not required, but I do like doing it. We have these types of mini post-its. And essentially, why you are using these is that you are making it easier for the grader to take your card out of the card saver, but we'll get to that. Remember, the easier you make the job of the grader, the less likely it is that they accidentally damage your card in the process. So by adding this little thing to this sleeve and making their process easier, you are just giving yourself slightly better odds of getting a good grade. But again, this is optional in my opinion. So we would grab one of these little post-its. I like putting them on the back. Some people put them on the front. It is whatever. And so now this card basically has a little lip with which you can angle the card. So now that we have our penny-sleeved petite moth with a little lip, we grab the most important part, and that is a card saver. Now, when you had the whole supply chain issues, PSA did accept top loaders as far as I'm aware. However, card savers are the standard essentially for graded cards. Cards don't move around as easily. They don't have a big opening like top loaders do, so you'd have less odds of your card just blasting out inside transit or something like that. There's just a lot of reasons as to why card savers are the standard and top loaders are not. The next step will be to put this penny-sleeved beauty inside a card saver. Personally, putting cards inside card savers is something I truly hate. You get used to it. So you put the card inside, and there we go. So right now we have a petite moth inside a penny sleeve with a little lip inside a card saver. And so this is essentially what you are submitting to PSA. Safer than in basically any other thing, maybe except for a screw down case or something crazy like that. They won't even accept you sending that in, let's be real. Your card is all safe, basically the safest thing they can accept. Your grader will receive this, they will use this tab to pull it out, and they can easily grade your card. I personally can't wait to grade my PSA 10, signed by Roxanne, unlimited petite moth. The next step would of course be to go to psacard.com or Beckett Grading, getting a submission form, you know, making your account, doing all of the little technical things, filling out everything, and then shipping it to them. Now, if you are doing a lot of cards, you can ship these inside the card saver boxes if you bought a lot of card savers. And of course, you know, the envelope or the box you use really depends on how many of your cards you're getting graded at once. But this is the standard. This is the way to do it. I hope this was useful. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Ciao.